Hi, Doug Cowan here. Welcome back to my office. I wanted to do a part 2 to the communication video I made just a little bit ago, where in that video we talked about how that in families that are struggling, oftentimes the negative communication is 8-to-1 over the positive communication. 8 times more negative things are said in that family in the course of a day than positive things. So we showed how this useful tool, this simple 3x5 card with a plus and a minus on it, can be really helpful when people start to keep track of what it is that they actually say, that you actually say. You keep track of your words. And to try to bring it to just 50-50, that you say as many positive things in the course of the day as negative things. And then the second week, try to double that, twice as many positive things as negative things. And before too long, you can turn that 1-to-8 ratio all the way around to an 8-to-1 thing, where you have 8 times more positive things than negative things said in the course of the day. And that will completely change your family, completely change how much everybody likes each other in the family. It's really a great thing to do. So the second thing I wanted to do was I wanted to show you this. It's another important idea when it comes to communication, that it'll really help you to understand other people in your family. So we start with another 3x5 card. And I draw this for clients. I use this with married couples that I talk to. I use this with business clients that I talk to, business coaching clients. And I do some coaching for executives or entrepreneurs with ADHD. About their life, about their business, and so on. So one of the things I do is I draw this. How about that? This is dynamic. This is really incredible. But this is really important. So these two funnels are one of the keys to understanding other people in terms of communication. So just watch this. It'll be really quick, but you'll get it. That there are some people in life, this may be you, that when you tell a story, when you sit down with your spouse and you want to talk to them, you sit down with your kids, you want to talk to them about something, you start with all of the details and you work through a lot of details, moving finally to the point of why we're having this conversation. A lot of details first, a lot of words first, moving down to the point. Then there are other people, perhaps your spouse, perhaps you, that when they talk, they start with the point, and then they start to give all the details afterward. So 2 different kinds of people. And very often, these 2 different kinds of people are married to each other, which can be frustrating until you learn how to address this, which is simply, for those of us who like to get to the point first, we need to understand that when our spouse does this, so it's not uncommon for one person to be married to a person who's different. So for instance, for me, I'm this kind of guy. I start with the point and then I work myself down through the details, but I make sure that my listener, that Susie, that my kids know why I have started a conversation first. That's me. Well, Susie's this. Susie is this way. She starts with a lot of details and tells the details and then works down to the point. And through the years, what I have learned to do is to be patient. Because when people do this, it's not because they don't know what they're talking about or they're trying to figure out what the point is. That's not it. It's because for them, the value of the conversation is in relationship. It's in spending time with the other person, looking at them eyeball to eyeball, nose to nose, talking with them about their day, about what's going on. And so the longer they can have this conversation, the better it is for them. The greater feeling that they have. For them, it builds the relationship with the listener. So this is valuable. And when I was younger, I would interrupt about here and I would say, where are we going with this? What are we doing? But I had to learn patience to allow Susie or other people to go all the way down to the point and tell me what the point was, because they were doing something different. They weren't just trying to tell me the point. They were trying to build the relationship. It was something way bigger. And then for people like me who start with, here's the point, and move on, it's important for people like this not to rate whether I'm angry with them or upset with something or frustrated with the world based upon how brief my conversation is. One day my friend Don had called and he wanted to play golf and he was going to set up a tee time. And he called and, hey, great. So what time are we going to play? Good. See you then. Bye. 5-second conversation. 5 seconds. Got the tee time, said I'd see him there. That's all we needed to know. And Susie said, are you mad at him? No, why would I be mad at him? What would you have thought? Well, you only talked for 5 seconds. That the normal people, right? That people normally who like each other will talk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. So anyway, this is important. Always remember this. Be patient with the other person who has a different style of communication than you do. Now, when your kids learn, remember this too. We use this in the learning video, that it's okay to skip ahead to the end of the chapter and find out what the point is, or skip ahead to the end of the book, find out what the point is, and that gives you context for the rest of the things you're going to study. That's okay. It's a great way for your kids to learn much faster, and this is a great way for us to understand other people. So think about it at your work, think about it in your home, think about it with your kids. People are different.